Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am WolfStalker25, and today I got a new action figure review for you guys on the kind of new Hasbro Pulse Marvel Legends exclusive Venom. This is the cell-shaded one. I don't know if there's an actual one, if this is just a PulseCon Venom or what they're calling it, but it is the cell-shaded one to look like the anime look from the 90s. This is a very awesome figure. I believe this is the Omega Red body mold that everyone's been wanting Venom on for a while, and I will say I do like the figure a lot, but my biggest gripe is that it is the cell shaded. I almost wish it was just, standard normal Venom. I think the cell shaded is nice, but I could have done without it, and I would have liked to just seen a, fully like black regular Venom without all the cell shaded. I don't know if you could remove it. I don't know if the plastic is just black itself and you could take like some sort of nail polish remover or some sort of acetone or something to go in there and get rid of all the blue and reds. But this character is awesome. I really like this look. I like this sculpt. It's definitely a unique look to Venom to have for the shelf, and I am very happy I picked it up. I think it was about like $35, so it's quite expensive for what it is. We'll take a look at the accessories that you get really quick, and we'll take a look at the figure more closely. So what you do get with them is you get the head with the tongue sticking out, and you get a open mouth look for Venom right here for the head. Pretty nice. As you can see, I got little black marks on the eyes where the white is missing in some spots. It looks like it's just on that one, so there you go. There's your look at that. Pretty good head sculpt. And then you do get a set of open hands, and then you get a set of fisted hands, and that's it. That's all you get with Venom. No other accessories, no web effects, no Venom stuff. You do have the holes up here in the sculpt where like the old Venom pieces could like kind of plug in, but unfortunately I don't have any on hand at the very moment. And we'll take a look at the sculpt work. So you do got like the Venom vein tendrils coming out of the hand there on the sculpt. Pretty good spider logo yet again, missing a piece of paint there and there. Spider logo on the back looks almost a little too condensed. I feel like it should be kind of extended out a little bit more, but I think it's not because of the butterflies. As you can see there, I got a problem with the paint where mine doesn't line up properly. It does line up pretty well over here, but not here. It's just slightly shifted to the right ever so slightly, which does unfortunately kind of suck. But everything's good about him. The legs seem a little bit wobbly. Now, I don't know if that's because the figure is so big, but he does stand up pretty well. I haven't really had too many issues with him. But there you go. There's your look at the sculpt. I think it's pretty good. The paintwork is very nice. And now let's take a look at the accessories, which unfortunately I just popped the head off of him. So you can't go too far back, otherwise it pops the head off. So that's as far back really as you're going to get Venom looking. That's as far down. You could get no tilt. You could do a full 360 with the head if you wanted to. The arms do go up that far. Very nice. Could do a full 360 with them. The butterfly goes that far forward and that far back, but it does look a little ugly when you go back that far. Upper bicep cut as well. Double jointed elbows get you up and closed that much, and then the wrists do swivel and hinge. Now, one thing I've noticed with this Venom is the wrists do come out very easily, so they do swivel, hinge, but they do have the horizontal hinges on both the fists and the open hands. We do have a ab crunch that goes that far back, that far forward as well, and then we do have nice waist cut. You do a full 360 there. Legs go this far forward, that far back, but they start coming out to the side a little bit. Let's take a look at the splits on Venom. Only getting that much. Does have an upper thigh cut as well. Double jointed knees, which like I said are a little flimsy. It looks like my knee is stuck. Is this knee stuck? Yeah, there we go. Got it out. All right, so depending on how you do the knees, though, it looks like you might have to go bottom first and then top, but that's how far you're going to get with that. And then we do have the ankles that go that far back, that far forward, and then he does have the wonderful ankle pivot as always. So very nice. So this Venom is pretty cool, pretty decent articulation. I don't think there's really much I could say to complain about it. The sculpt is good. I just wish it had like the normal paintwork, which hopefully this year, with this being like, I think the 20th anniversary, some sort of like anniversary for Spider-Man. I know the Spider-Man Sam Raimi movies are on like their 20th year anniversary or something like that. So I know this year is a pretty big year for Spider-Man overall. He does stand about 7 and a little under a quarter-inch tall. So there you go. Take some size comparisons really quick to some other figures. So here he is with the Figma Samus and the SH Figuarts Goku. So there we got with those two. We'll check out our Reveltech All Might, and then our Mezco Stealth Iron Man. There you go. There's a look at both of them. So Venom standing like right in between both their sizes. A little shorter than All Might, a little bit bigger than Iron Man. We got our Halo Spartan Collection Series 4 Master Chief here, which just stands just a little bit taller than Venom. I don't know how tall Venom should be entirely off the top of my head. And then here you go. Here's with your Mafex Batman and your Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex. Now, I did see in one of my reviews recently, comment on one of my reviews that I had from a while ago, that someone was asking for a Hasbro, can't think of the name of it, the G.I. Joe line, Classified. They wanted to see that in the size comparison, so I do have a Snake Eyes and Timber 2-pack coming for Christmas that I do know that I am getting from someone. So with that, Snake Eyes will eventually start making his way probably into the reviews as a mainstay, if that's the case. If you do want to see G.I. Joe representation in the size comparisons, let me know in the comments below, and I could make that happen so you can see how they stand up next to most other figures in the lines. If you do want to see a Fortnite figure make his way into the year as well, let me also know as well for that if you want to see that in permanent reviews for size comparisons. But there is your retro Spider-Man with them as well in your Dino Thunder Red Lightning collection. So pretty good though. But these two, we'll leave Spider-Man here for a second. Like, these two look really good together. I really like the look of these two. The size comparison, like, between them is nice. There's a nice range of height between them. Venom's just a bit bigger. I mean, he's not huge compared to him, but he's not tiny, so it's very nice. So, and now we're going to take a look at Venom next to some other Venoms that I have. Let me get them really fast, and we'll take a check at them. Alright, and first up for our Venom comparisons, here is the old, I want to say this is the Absorbing Man wave Venom. He's a little dusty because he's been on a shelf for so long, but as you can see there, with the size of them, he is a bit shorter. Not the like biggest height difference, but just enough to where it like kind of matters for Venom. So both of them, you know, they can't really stand. This one can't stand straight like legged, but definitely looks really good. The new size, I like everything about this one better than this old Venom body mold. I don't know which one this one is. I think this is the Hyperion body mold, and this is Omega Red. So as you can see, like the big difference though is like the logos with the spiders. I kind of like this one a little bit more than this one, but this one's got butterfly joints. Everything about this one just looks better. He's bigger, he's bulkier in every way, and as you can see, Spider-Man, in my opinion, looks better next to the newer Venom than the older one, just size-wise. But there you go, there's this Venom right here. So up next, I don't remember which wave this one's from either, but we'll take this Venom away for a minute. Here is your Anti-Venom, which is on its own, I think, mold. I don't know which one this one is, if it's Hyperion as well. It's definitely, it might be actually, yeah, I think it is. So there's your Anti-Venom with your, you know, your original one, and then your new Hasbro PulseCon one. So there you go, also taller than that one. I would love to see an Agent Venom, or Anti-Venom, not Agent Venom, an Anti-Venom on this body mold as well. So I'd love to see this get a, you know, a regular Venom and then an Anti-Venom on the Omega Red mold. And then here's your big old Monster Venom Deluxe figure, who is like about the same height realistically. The only difference, no, he's just a hair taller. But he's way bigger, way bulkier. I wish there was more articulation in this one. This is the Venom one, the Yeti Brock, not the Mac Gargan one. So there's your look though at like your Venom sizes. So you got the big one here, the other one in the middle, like your medium size, and your smaller Venom over here. So I mean, it's a good like height range, but I would like to see this one here in this color of black, just here with, you know, everything about this figure that we've already got. I think they could easily work it into a wave. They could just release it standalone. They could do anything with it if they really want to. And then our last Venom comparison is here's your movie Venom, who overall is way taller. But he doesn't have the spider logo. You know, he doesn't really, I mean, everything about this one's kind of good. I almost would love to see this Venom for comic book as well, because I've seen the customs that people make, but obviously give him one of the comic book heads, you know, get rid of the toes in my opinion, and then I think you got a good Venom on one of these two. But I think one of these two molds is like your perfect Venom mold, but it just needs to be, you know, the spider here or fully black here, one of the two. But either way, there's your looks at all your different Venom size comparisons. I really do like and enjoy this figure. I think he's very cool, very awesome. I love the look of him. I just wish he was, like I said, not the like cell shaded look. I think that's something that's interesting that they're going for, because they're doing the cell shaded 90s X-Men as well. But I would really love to see this normal. I just think it's kind of a missed opportunity for that, but hopefully we get it at some point, since they know we want Omega Red body mold Venom. But which one do people want more though? Let me know in the comments below. What would you rather have, classic comic book style Venom on Omega Red, or classic comic book style Venom on movie Venom? I personally don't know which one I would want. I like the height of the movie Venom a little bit more than this one, and it's got the bulk too, so like in comparison next to Spider-Man, I mean, it's kind of hard to say which one looks better. So either way, I like it and enjoy both, but I want that classic comic book Venom hopefully this year, since we're getting symbiote Spidey this year as well. So with that all being said, do I recommend this figure? If you get a chance to go and get it on Pulse, since I think it's sold out again, I think it did just have a slight restock recently this past week or this week. Would I have picked it up? Yeah, I like the figure. I think he's great, he's worth it, and I really like the 90s cartoon, so I personally am a fan of this look and appearance, and I like having it. But if you're not a fan of the cell shaded, if you're not really a fan of the 90s cartoon, which I don't know who wouldn't be, but if you're not a fan of any of those, and like I said, you don't like the cell shaded, then I think you could pass on this Venom. But if you are a customizer and you know a good way to remove all the blue and the red off of them without affecting the spider logo or the black, then I think you should definitely go for this figure, because I think I've seen people remove the red and the blue from him, and he looks really sweet. So hopefully we get this figure just re-released again at some point, and then I would honestly still like to see movie Venom be made in the comic book Venom. But either way, that's going to do it for me today. This is going to be a Christmas release, so hopefully you guys are having a good and happy and Merry Christmas, and happy holidays to everyone that doesn't celebrate Christmas. So hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully you get a lot of new figures, a lot of new stuff. As always, if you do want to help support the channel and give me a Christmas present, all you got to do is go down below, leave a like on the video, and a subscribe if you're new and haven't done so already. It does help out the channel, and it does help me, you know, grow and get everything out there, and I do greatly appreciate it. And if you've done both of those already, then thank you very much. I do appreciate you. And wow, this has been a crazy year for figures. Expect top 10s coming very soon across all the boards. I don't think I'm going to do anything for Lightning Collection. I might do a top 10 or top 5 for Black Series. Definitely Marvel Legends are coming, and this Venom is very cool, so he might make his way into one of those lists. So just stay tuned. I'll let you guys know on Twitter when all these things come out, and obviously you'll see on the channel. So if you do want to follow me over on Twitter, you can do so as well. I do post whenever I get new stuff and when videos go live. So yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. I don't know if I have something coming out tomorrow. I still do have 3 Dragon Ball figures to review and a lot of other stuff to review too, and I'll probably have Christmas figures reviews coming out at some point. So expect a lot of reviews next week, and you might even see your first top 10 of like a year thing next week as well. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for me today. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and Merry Christmas everyone. Have a good one. Bye.